We are here with Esteban Gutierrez, Scuderia Ferrari's third driver, and we're just discussing the forthcoming Grand Prix in China, Shanghai track, which looks very different from the one we saw Ferrari win in Malaysia. How would you describe the Shanghai track in a few words?
It is very different. I think Shanghai, the main characteristic is that it has very long corners, especially corners like turn 1 and also the one before the long straight behind in the back straight. These two corners are very demanding for the front tires, and considering as well that the temperatures are not as high as Malaysia, that changes a lot into the way that the tires are working and also into the setup. I think it will probably be a little bit, I expect that it will be more challenging for us in Shanghai, because in the fact that the temperatures were very high in Malaysia gave us a certain advantage, because our car is degrading less the tires than the rest of the field, and in China hopefully we can still see that closed gap to the competition in front, and that we can make the best out from what we have at the moment and do a clean weekend with both cars.
I think you just described perfectly the main features of this new track, which is Shanghai is a front-limited, so-called front-limited track, because it just puts the front tires to more stress, because you probably brake deeper into the corner compared to what you did in Malaysia, and also the temperatures play a role. Does that imply you need a different setting for the car?
Yes, you do. I mean, normally you try to run a more rearwards mechanical balance, or more oversteery car than usual, considering that the front tires are the limiting factor, and also considering that to warm up the tires, depending on how the temperature is. I have not seen the weather forecast yet, but last year, for example, was pretty cool, and when you have a cool track and you put a lot of stress into the front tires, you normally get graining. So it's something that needs to be considered into the strategy, and see how that is reacting in our car, in this year's car.
And talking about strategy in a race, Shanghai track features a very long straight line. Do you think there will be an opportunity for overtaking?
Definitely, Shanghai always gives you an opportunity for overtaking. At the same time, it is the longest straight, I think, in the calendar, if I remember well. Now it will be close to Mexico City as well, because Mexico City is pretty long, the main straight. But it's really demanding also in braking. After this long straight, which you come up, I don't know, maybe 330 kilometers per hour, you have a hairpin, which is probably as low as 50 kilometers per hour. So you have to brake in 120 meters or 110 meters. You have to brake from such a top speed to 50, and this is really demanding for the brakes, and yeah, it's probably a characteristic that this track has.
And finally, China is a booming development market also for Ferrari, and Shanghai is definitely a city which stands on its own as a way to look at it. So are you looking forward to going there?
I'm always
the traffic, I mean.
I'm always looking forward. I really love and enjoy a lot traveling. I think we are very privileged to have the kind of life or work that we go from one place to another, and it's always very active. You have always something going on, so it really never stops. And going to cities like Shanghai and have the chance to be there, probably we don't have the time to go and get to know the city very well, but the fact that you get to know different cultures, our clients and our guests are really important there, and we expect to have a lot of them.